Hi everyone, I just wanted to do this little short follow-up video on the divination video that I just did yesterday. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point if it's yesterday or not. The internet is eternal. Um, I didn't really go into what I think or how I think tarot or divination functions. I guess in my case, tarot. I don't think when you do a reading, I don't think that that reading is the future. I think it's completely subjective, and I think it is a portrait of the moment. So things can change. So it's not set in stone. I think it's a good heads up. You know, uh, it allow you to stay the course or keep things in mind or certain things in mind for the future. It's a good touching base. Now, how I think a spread functions, I actually think it, on some level at least, it functions psychologically, where a card comes up, concept comes up, that triggers thoughts. It brings things to the forefront, things that you perhaps didn't consider before, or things that are going on that you maybe or didn't think were relevant. It helps bring things to mind, gets things in check. If it tells you something that you don't agree with, it's kind of like being able to verbalize your thoughts. When if you can verbalize your thoughts, that helps bring them into being, but it also helps you come to a point of understanding with them. Because if we don't verbalize our thoughts, for example, they stay very abstract in our heads. But if we verbalize them, that helps to actually bring them to a point. And I think sometimes systems of divination, like tarot, which can be very emotional and pictorial and things like that, and very social, they help bring things into focus for good or for worse. They bring something where you agree with, and you're like, yes, yes, I agree with that. Or you don't agree with it, and you know that you don't agree with it, and that's just as helpful. So those are just my thoughts on how divination actually functions, because I didn't go into it in that video. As far as what I'm doing right now, in my life, sculpting a little, but I'm not going to show it as much online. If what I'm working on gets to a point that it's done, it'll be for sale, and hopefully Sacred Source will pick it up. I think they will, but they always have that option of, if they don't like it, if they don't think there's potential, or market for it, but it will be for sale. Hopefully it'll be for sale through them, because it'll be a little more affordable to people, because not everyone can afford the bronze stuff. So artistically, that's kind of one of the things I'm into. I want to get into painting again. I haven't painted in a long time. So be on the lookout for that stuff, because if I do painting that I like, I will sell prints of it, and I'll even sell the original painting too, because there's nothing worse about being a painter than having this collection of canvases that you have to cart around for the rest of your life. So if I do any paintings that I like, I will sell them, and I will sell prints. Who knows, right? But those are some plans for me. As far as the podcast goes, I just released 2 episodes ago, I released an interview with Raven Grimassi about his new book, Communing with the Ancestors. Check it out if you haven't. And the most recent episode was an interview with Gemma Gary, the UK author who is associated with Troy Books. I interviewed her about her book, The Devil's Dozen, which came out back in March of 2015. It was a great discussion. Gemma's awesome. She's actually a big influence on my work, or rather, her work is a big influence on my witchcraft. So, definitely check those episodes out if you haven't. Coming up, I have an episode with, rather, I have an interview with Sharon Knight. So the next episode will be an interview with Sharon Knight, and I have some great stuff in the planned, or at least I'm have things on the horizon for the podcast as well, and this YouTube channel. So, but thanks for watching. Peace out. If you want to get in touch with me, visit me online at infinite-beyond.com, and you can message me through that website. I'd love to hear from you, or if you like, leave a comment down below. So, bendeth.